Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's a beautiful day today. And I just thought I'd do a quick vid because I was noticing some things that whenever I have someone over and we make a fire, there's three things that I see people trip up on. Now, it's not just three things typically, but these are the three main things that I see the most. The first thing is that people use damp tinder and they expect the same results as dry tinder. And so we have to be mindful that it can take a few days after a rain for an environment to dry out. And that includes the grass on the ground, the leaves, even the bark on trees, even pine cones. There may be an exception when we're talking about cattails. Now, you can break them up, and they typically are very water resistant. And on the inside, they're pretty much dry. But there's few things like that. So if you're experiencing an environment that is saturated with water, either from a flood or from rain, it may be good to go to a limb, find a dead limb on a tree, break that limb off, and make feather sticks from that to take some of the drier core wood in that limb and to use that as tinder. The next thing I see a lot of people struggle with is that they're trying to make a fire with pieces of materials that are too large. It's almost like they skipped the whole category of tinder and they went right to kindling. You can make tinder from kindling, but don't expect a fire just to appear magically just because you took a lighter and held it under a limb. There's a reason why you use tinder, and this goes to the last point. Even when you have good quality tinder, you still want to break it down even further to increase the surface area so that it can introduce more oxygen to that fuel source. This is also sometimes called fluffing the material, and it's very advantageous to help get that spark to catch. And so one thing that I've noticed, at least in my area, is that a lot of the barks will not catch very well at all, even when dried, when you put a lighter right up on it. But when you fluff the bark, boy, it catches really well. I hope these thoughts helped you. Thanks for watching. You guys take care.